everyone, really nice to see you again. Hope you're feeling okay. I'm going to be working today with you about week 2, lesson 3, so Wednesday, and its explanation texts about a dragon. Now, you've been working this week, hopefully, on looking at the explanation texts we put on the system for you. So one about kittens and one about staying healthy. And you've got some ideas about titles, headings, subheadings, introduction, paragraph, captions, pictures, that sort of thing. You've had a spider diagram about dragons, and hopefully you've split up the information on the spider diagram into 3 subheadings, and I've done them here. So I've got housing, food and exercise, and hopefully yours are looking a little bit like mine. So on the housing, we've got fire dragons should live in a dragon's den. These have to be made from fireproof material, and fire dragons like to sleep on piles of glittering treasure in their dens. Food, you should have their favourite meal is fruit pizza, which should be made up of different red fruits. Fire dragons like to eat something orange every day, and fire dragons like to drink after eating, so always supply a bucket of lava. And then exercise, fire dragons need lots of exercise to keep their muscles in good shape, and fire dragons need to fly 20 kilometres a day to keep fit. So that's your information. So now we need to turn it into an explanation text, and an explanation text is just what it says. It explains how something works or what to do about something. It's not a set of instructions because it gives you some reasons behind it, but it has similar qualities. So you will need some time connectives, you need to write in the present tense, but you can do more explaining. That's the difference. I've got some vocabulary here. Now I have a feeling that might just be a bit low. I'm going to move it up a bit. My board, is that better? So I'm going to try and see if I can get in some of this good vocabulary. Now if you were in school 2 weeks ago, we started to do this. If you weren't, it doesn't matter, but we started to look at this vocabulary. So we've got furthermore and additionally, which are really much better words than also. We've got occasionally, which is a better word than sometimes. We've got provide, which is the same as supply or give. Plenty, lots of, and then we've got some conjunctions here which we've worked on a lot before. So and, but and so, some coordinating ones, and because, when, although, and finally, which can be subordinating ones. Alright, so those we're going to try and get into this explanation text as well if we can. Alright, so we need to start off with an introduction or a title first. So we could have the title Caring for a Fire Dragon, all right, or How to Care for a Fire Dragon. Let's do Caring for a Fire Dragon. If I'm going to be able to see there, that's it. Okay, so Caring for a Fire Dragon, and underline it. You'll lose a ruler, I'm sure. Okay, so the first thing we need is an introductory paragraph. Okay, a little bit about what this is going to be about. So it could be a question. It might be something like, would you know how to look after a fire dragon if you had one? Or fire dragons need special care if they're going to live with humans. So let's have a little play. We might put both of those in. So would you know how to look after a fire dragon if you had one? So okay, and because it's a question, we need a question mark after it. Okay. Then we might need to add a little bit more. Fire dragons need special care. So fire dragons need special care So read on for some facts and tips how you're going to do it. So little introductory paragraph. You might want to put a question in it, you might not, but something that sets the scene, that tells the reader that we are going to be talking about how to look after this dragon. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is housing. So we need a subheading, housing, and you need to underline it. All right, and then we're going to just use the sentences that we've got. Okay, so 5 dragons should live in a dragon's den. We need an apostrophe here because it's the den that belongs to the dragon. Okay, should live in a dragon's den. These have to be made from fireproof material. Fireproof material. Now, if you would like to, you could add a little bit more information there. You think, well, where would I get that fireproof material from? Might get it from the fire station. And you could put a which in there, which you can. And then we're going to say buy, but a better word than buy is purchase. I'm going to use purchase. We looked at that if you were at school before as a new word. But you could put buy, which you can purchase from your local fire station. Okay, good. Fire dragons like to sleep on piles of glittering treasure in their dens. Now, I'm going to use one of these words here. I'm going to use additionally, because that means also. So we're adding some more information. Additionally, and then you need a comma. Fire dragons like to sleep on piles of glittering treasure in their dens. Now, if your dragon is sleeping on piles of treasure, I suspect it's a little bit uncomfortable. So you might want to say that you're going to provide something comfortable, some comfortable bedding. All right, so you can add that in here. Okay, so fire dens, comma, so you may want to, and then I'm going to use my word provide, some comfortable bedding. And you could give an example of that. What do you think you might use? Cushions, duvet, your mum's favourite dressing gown? You choose. Okay, so just try and stretch out those sentences a little bit, give a bit more information. Okay, some comfortable bedding. So additionally, fire dragons like to sleep on piles of glittering treasure in their dens, so you may want to provide some comfortable bedding. Full stop. Okay, then we're on to the next section. So the next section is food. Okay, now, won't change colour, we'll be alright. So food. Okay, new subheading. Their favourite meal is fruit pizza, which should be made up of different red fruits. So let's start that sentence. So now, can we start there? Might need to start fire dragons. Fire or a fire dragon's, small f, a fire dragon's favourite meal is fruit pizza, which should be made up of different red fruits. Now, again, you could give an example of that, couldn't you? Can you think of some red fruits? I'm thinking of summertime things, so strawberries, raspberries, maybe red currants. So again, you can put a such as, all right? Such as strawberries, raspberries, and red currants. Now, can you see the ending of raspberries and strawberries is not a Y and an S? You have to take the Y off and put IES. I'll just underline that so that you remember if you're going to write that. Okay. Now I'm going to use another word here. I'm going to use my furthermore here. Furthermore, they like to eat something orange every day. Now I think you could put a they in, all right, because you've talked about fire dragons before. Furthermore, and you need a comma. They like to eat something orange every day. And again, you could give an example of that. When you think of things that are orange, I'm thinking something Halloweeny, pumpkin, all right. But I've used such as, so I'm just going to write perhaps. Perhaps a pumpkin. Something else that's orange. What about chips? It's a pumpkin or some chips. I'm going to put an exclamation mark because that's a bit of an interesting thing to eat, isn't it, chips? Okay, that reminds me of the Room on the Broom dragon. Do you remember he likes to eat witch with chips? Okay, cool. So that's that bit done. And then we've got the last little bit about drinking a bucket of lava. Hope you remember what lava is out of a volcano. All right, so we need to probably put that in with a little bit more of a conjunction. So I'm going to choose my finally, because this is the final bit, isn't it, of this. I'm going to put it here. Hopefully I'll have room. Finally, fire dragons like to drink after eating. Come up. Oh, so always supply a bucket of lava. And then put a full stop. Right, let's read what we've got, because we've got two sections. So here's our introduction. Would you know how to look after a fire dragon if you had one? Fire dragons need special care, so read on for some facts and tips. Housing. Fire dragons should live in a dragon's den. These have to be made from fireproof material, which you can purchase, that was our special word, wasn't it, buy from your local fire station. Additionally, fire dragons like to sleep on piles of glittering treasure in their dens, so you may want to provide some comfortable bedding. I might put an EG in there. E.g. a duvet. Food. A fire dragon's favourite meal is fruit pizza, which should be made up of different red fruits, such as strawberries, raspberries and red currants. Furthermore, they like to eat something orange every day, perhaps a pumpkin or some chips. Finally, fire dragons like to drink after eating, so always supply a bucket of lava. And then the last section is exercise. So again, you need to do a similar thing by putting it under your subheading exercise and then writing those sentences. But maybe trying to put in a little bit extra detail to make it more interesting and to make it yours, because it's your fire dragon. You're looking after your fire dragon. Okay, I hope that's been helpful. Email me if you have problems. Email me your lovely work, that would be great to see. But most importantly, keep well and keep safe, keep inside, but do try and get some exercise. Watch out for some more videos from Mrs. Pratelli and I as the week goes on. Take care now. Bye bye.